Hey guys, it's Maria. So today I'm going to talk about kids following directions. So with our little kids, sometimes you'll see in a therapist's note that the child completed an activity with hand over hand. That means that they did the task, but they did it with our help. And I'm going to explain what that means. Hand over hand literally means our hand over their hand. So if I'm working with a child and I'm asking them to give me the block because I want them to follow that direction, I'll say it once. Give me the block. Nothing. Give me the block. If by number 2, there's still no action happening, the third time, I will actually take my hand, put it over their hand, pick up the block, and give it to myself. And I'm doing this while I'm saying, give me the block. In a nice way. I'm not screaming at the kids. I'm not going, give me the block. That's pointless by now. What we're trying to do, what we're trying to kind of get them to understand is the direction and the action. So I'm not just doing it without their attention. I'm looking at them. I'm physically prompting them to complete this activity with my hand over theirs. Eventually it'll click. Eventually give me the block is something that they'll learn how to do on their own. With the little ones, and we do this at home a lot, parents, don't ask your kids to do something 20 times. They've stopped listening to you about 2, maybe 3. After a while, you're just talking and it's just noise, and now you're getting angry because they're not listening and they're not following the commands and they're not obeying your rules. They've learned to tune you out. So if you say to your child, come here, and they're not coming, come here, and they're still not coming, there's no need for you to scream it 10 more times. So now what you want to do is walk over to your child, look at them, pick them up, and walk with them. Come here. As you're making eye contact with them, as you're saying the words. So come here. Give me, give me, give me, give me, goes nowhere. Eventually you're gonna have to take their hands and you're gonna say, give me. Put those 2 things together. Put the action and the vocalization together at the same time. You wanna bring that neural connection together. So it's the action, it's the words, it's all of it at one point. Not screaming, not yelling, not to the point where it's like, oh, come here, give me this. We're just teaching them. We're teaching them to follow the direction. We're teaching them to complete the command. We're kind of giving them that idea that if you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it with you and for you. It is something that's not only a good thing for kids to know because we want them to be able to follow directions, but it's also something that's going to avoid a lot of behavior problems later on. We're trying to get them to understand that if I'm not doing something, my parents are going to come and we're going to do it together, as opposed to if I'm not doing it, my parents are going to get so mad at me that something else is going to happen. So, all right, guys, I hope that was a quick little overview of how we do things in therapy, but also a good way to learn to do some things at home to get your kids to improve their behavior. Little kids. Just FYI, this is for the littles that are learning directions, learning commands, little things like that. If they're bigger and they're just being disobedient, that's a whole different story. We'll go into that in another way. All right, like always, subscribe, like, share, give me your comments, your questions, your concerns, and I will hopefully see you again. Thank you guys. Bye.